Hello, everybody, and welcome for all those people that celebrated Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving holiday weekend. For those that don't celebrate it, we are back to normal as Monday. So let's take a look, as we always like to do. We like to look at the market, the past week's activity, and then bounce around the market and look for something to trade. Well, I don't need to tell any of you if you've been watching the market. It's been on a wild ride for the last few weeks, but for whatever reason, last week was a straight up week and we're back to almost our highs. This is the S&P 500, the SPY ETF. And you can see because things have been shooting up, volatility has been dropping quickly. If we go to the NASDAQ, it's going to look almost exactly the same basic gist, straight up for the whole week, volatility dipping as well. And of course, the Russell, which is the small cap stocks, this similar story. And again, same exact thing, shooting straight up. Volatility means shooting straight down as the market goes up. So, what are we going to trade this week? Well, we're going to go over to oil because that's been kind of bouncing around for a few months now, and at least in this range, been bouncing around fairly consistently. And also because of that, volatility is decent. If you looked at the other volatilities, they're all well under 20. This, even though 20 seems low, relatively speaking, in this market, it's pretty high. And again, the volatility, the IVR rank we look at, I know I always talk about like above 50, below 50, because you have to put kind of a number somewhere. But over time, as you trade more, you'll see that it's a sliding scale because there's going to be some times when the whole market is, let's say, under 10. At that point, 20 now seems high. So it's all relative. And at this point, 20 is pretty decent considering the market. If we go back to it, you'll see SPY is at 11, right? If we look here, SPY is at 11, the NASDAQ is at 16, and the Russell is at 11. So when you look at that, that's the whole market, right? Those three ETFs basically comprise the whole market. You look at that, now all of a sudden 20 looks pretty decent. It's twice as much as the Russell and the SPY, and still, whatever, 50% more than, almost 50% more than the NASDAQ. So again, IVR rank being decent, we're going to look to do an iron condor in this. So if we go to the trade page, we go right here. This is 47 days, which tomorrow will be 46, which is almost exactly where we want to be. 45 is our perfect number, so 46, again, is also our perfect number. I've already saved the trouble of going through everything to figure this out. We're at 71, so we're going down about $6 to the put side, and we're going up around $7 to the call side. And you can see when we make a $2 wide iron condor out of this, we're collecting 66 cents or more. Now tomorrow, if everything stays the same, we don't collect 66 cents or more, we'll start by moving the call down first because it's not equidistant, right? This is $6, this is $7. So there's more cushion to the upside. So I would bring this to like 77, 79 if we didn't get to our 66 cents or more tomorrow. And then from there, we'd start moving them in equidistant, squeezing them in together. But that's already a cushion, it gives us a starting point to move our calls closer. So tomorrow, if everything stays the same in the oil business, which we're using USO as the oil ETF, you can see here, we're going to go again $6 down, $7 up, create a $2 wide iron condor. If we don't get there, we'll start by moving the call side in first because we have more cushion there at 7 as opposed to 6. So it'll go to 77, 79. And then, again, if we don't collect 66 or more, we'll start squeezing them in tighter. So that's our trade for tomorrow. Hang on a second because there's still some Black Friday deals going on that I want you to be aware of, which is right now, if you go over to Udemy, through tomorrow, Cyber Monday, you can see all my courses are on huge discount sales. They're way down below their normal price. So this is the time, if you haven't done them already, to jump in and buy them. Again, just a quick reminder, the way this works on my courses is this is part one. So if you want to do basically the 3-part series, right here, this is 2 and this is 3. So just so you're aware, it goes from understand options to basic option strategies to make and manage. That's a 3-part course that takes you from absolute ground zero to trading verticals and iron condors. Everything after that is just gravy on top of that. But again, if you want to get any of my courses, now is your time because Udemy itself, this isn't even me, Udemy is doing this massive sale. I can't even bring them down to these prices. Only Udemy can do this. So jump on it now through tomorrow. Again, this is all through Cyber Monday, so jump on those deals. And again, thanks for your time. Happy trading. I will see you soon.